We're back on the air. Well, something I forgot to do.
What is that?
Well, I like to start my show with a Jewish proverb.
Where
I decided to add something to that.
Okay.
Where there's smoke, there's salmon.
Oh, okay.
And I thought what we do is start taking some of the Jewish proverbs and translate them into Colbertisms or Southernese.
Okay.
Something like that.
Why
So, for
don't
example,
we make this a game? You give us the Jewish proverb, and then each of us will come
all right,
up with
come
our
up with your
own.
own. All right, here it is. Be not like the bird that sees the grain, but not the trap. So how would you rephrase that?
Be not like the bird that sees the grain, but not
the
the
trap.
Meaning, don't get so obsessed with what you're going after that you miss the crap you could land in when you get it.
Yeah. See the big picture.
Yeah.
Well, in Southernese, it means always ask the woman staying on the street corner if she's a cop.
If she's a cop.
If
You were set up already.
That was not Southernese.
that is.
You already
That
had
sounds like
stuff. You
Chicago
got that written down.
politics.
You wanted us to figure it out on the fly, but you wrote
Right.
that shit
No,
down.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah, I wrote that down.
We were set
But
up.
I like it Southernese. It works for the
I like-
governor of
that's
New
right.
York.
here's what I actually wrote down. Make sure you can get the cookie out of the jar without opening your hand.
Hey, there
That was
you
like
go.
that was like what's his name? Grasshopper.
Yeah.
Grasshopper.
Oh, can you get your cookie out? He's running around with a jar stuck on his hand.
All right, wait.
When you can take the
seriously,
pebble
though.
from my hand.
Seriously.
I always ask that woman in the corner, are you a cop?
You look like a cop.
You look like a cop.
You
You
smell
have
like
to
a
tell
cop.
me if you're a cop.
You're the prettiest hooker out here. You must be
Did
a
I
cop.
ever tell you the last thing you don't want the cashier to say to you at Lowe's as you're walking out?
What?
Sir, you forgot your hoe. Nice.
Uh-huh.
Sir, you left your hoe.
You left your hoe.
Again.
And
this time
then you
she's
would follow
pissed.
up with.
That's not my hoe.
That's not my
That's
hoe.
my wife.
Whoa!
Well, now that we've managed to offend anybody who tunes into the
But
show,
sir, you paid for this hoe. I did not.
I didn't know, John. I didn't know the show was targeting the valuable hoe demographic.
Percy, give out the web address for Water Missions International.
All right, back on a serious note, Water Missions International, that great nonprofit organization
I
we were
think that's-
talking about before the conversation slid downhill on a grease toboggan. Thanks, Lance. Is www.watermissions.org. They're located at 2049 Savannah Highway, Charleston, South Carolina, 29407 in these amazing United States of America. If you want to send anything to their P.O. Box, it is P.O. Box 31258, Charleston, South Carolina, 29417 USA. And you can phone them at 843-769-7395, extension 210. Please donate to Water Missions.
We're going to have Danya Jordan on as a guest.
We should.
We are. She's already said she would.
And did I mention Daniel digs me? No.
Well,
Now, when she's digging a hole, that means she's digging for you.
that's right.
She's making plans for your
Telling
future.
you, Daniel knows me better than anybody in this room right here.
She knows my sister.
Really?
But she's not in this room.
Yeah.
How the hell have
No,
I
she's
not
not.
met this person?
But she's not. No, she's not in this room. All right,
I
so
like your legalese technically.
let's there's a few issues I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Air America has
Hey!
gone off the air.
Air
I wonder
America
why.
officially
That's
has
too
fewer
bad.
You know what
viewers
they
than
blamed it on?
Lack of
God,
sponsors.
the economy. It was a perfect storm. The economy is terrible.
Right.
And Rush
It's
Limbaugh's
so
money.
bad that people won't even tune into free radio. You know? That's what cracks me up. They're going to blame this on the
Well,
economy.
how do they explain that all the conservative talk show hosts are doing just fine?
They don't.
They don't explain that.
No, they don't. Because and this is not a knock on liberal people. This
Yes,
is a knock
it
on,
is.
No, hold
Yes,
on.
it is.
This is a knock on the business model of Air America.
That's
They
what you're
were
saying.
their political stance was against the I guess you could say the Bush doctrine, if you don't have a better term for
You
it.
mean Curious
And-
George doctrine?
Sure, the Curious W doctrine. They and George Bush, when he was president, there was a lot of prosperity in the country. A lot of companies kept chipping in to keep Air America on the air. These people have been trying
George
to
Soros.
ground-proof themselves. I mean, they've been snorkeling basically on the edge of doom for years.
Well, that's where Rachel Maddow came from, you know.
It is.
That's how MSNBC found
Was
out.
she the one who said George Bush should ride out in a rowboat and shoot himself in the face?
I've never heard Rachel Maddow say anything like that.
Rachel
I wouldn't think it would be. But
Maddow.
one of Air America's
I listened to
hosts-
Rachel Maddow, and although there's very little I agree with her on, I've never known her to do that sort of thing. It sounds exactly sort of like the thing that sports reporter would do this. There's some sports
You know
reporter.
what,
Jim
Dave
Rome.
Rome,
And
Doberman. Doberman.
Yeah, Dover or something. Some guy.
Don't get me started on that guy.
Let me tell you something. I found him on MSNBC, and I'll sit there and I'll listen to a show and I'm going, when the hell is this guy going to give me the scores? This is the worst damn sports reporter I've ever seen in my life. What is this gibberish he's talking about?
You know, another guy that's coming right behind him. Well, not pretty far. Is Stephen A. Smith, the black guy. You heard him?
No.
No. Yeah, he's hot now. He's getting time on all the shows. Hannity did interviewed him a couple weeks ago.
He used to play football.
No,
Didn't he, Stephen A. Smith, play
no,
football one
He's a
time?
different guy.
I thought it was Warren Valentine.
I know you're talking about it. I just
Stephen
saw
A.
him this
Smith.
week.
Yeah, you'll hear more now that I mentioned his
I
name.
could've
you'll hear
sworn
more.
he
is
played
he the guy
football.
Now, what's
is he the guy
his
that sits in
thing?
for?
What's his thing?
He seems to be kind of middle of the road.
Is he the guy that sits in for Hannity? Always wears like the really bold tie.
No, this guy's a sports guy, and he's ESPN guy. He started coming along.
I thought that was Stu. No, that's Stuart Scott.
Stephen A. Smith.
I know the guy you're talking about.
Slender guy, really well-spoken guy.
Oh, really? Is he clean and articulate there, Lance?
Is he void of any Negro dialect?
Oh, that really got it. That got my ear. You too?
Clean and articulate, void of any Negro
I walked
dialect.
into
No.
that one.
Yeah.
You walk into a 7-Eleven.
Say hello to Harry Reid for us.
No, I was holding that back, and y'all
Yes.
just let that one
No,
go.
no, no.
What are
We're
you
going to
talking
let that
about?
fly because it's criticism of the left for their damned hypocrisy. On
Now,
the
wait a
subject of
minute.
race.
We know some people on the left that we're very fond of.
No, that's very true. I'm not saying that, but the political
And they-
left
all
has
one of
been,
them.
yeah, all one of them.
They have the best of intentions.
Sure,
They
but
do.
the political left.
The road
you got-
leads right to the road to hell.
And a lot of guilt.
John,
Yeah.
you have to.
Yeah, what is
admit
with them
that.
in guilt? What?
Guilt.
You have to admit that with what happened between with what Joe Biden said and what Harry Reid got away with, there is definitely a little more forgiveness for anything that is racially charged.
A
on the
little.
political get-
A little.
I'm not trying to go political.
No,
as,
it's
as
okay.
Political as
It's
normal.
perfectly reasonable, and we must be reasonable,
Be reasonable.
to point out the unbelievable hypocrisy
Yep.
of this group of people, because they're not fooling anyone. My God, Massachusetts just elected a conservative Republican.
Whoa,
We're not talking about a
No.
Snow Republican. We're not talking about a Rockefeller Republican. We're talking about a dyed-in-the-wool conservative Republican who got up and made no bones about it.
I have to.
He actually looked there and said, "I'm the 51st vote,
41st.
vote to kill that healthcare bill," and they said, "We're with you, pal."
I have to disagree though on the whole. He's not completely conservative. He actually voted for Massachusetts state socialized healthcare program.
And that's
Yes, he
Massachusetts business.
Yes, that is Massachusetts business. So he's actually classified, according to a guy named Boris Soar, who's the University of Chicago political science director, that
Yeah.
he is more liberal than Didi Scott-Safavo, who was the candidate who got out of New York's 52nd or 53rd district race against Doug Hoffman. He's not perfectly conservative.
That doesn't
but
matter.
he
That's
is-
all right.
We pick up another vote. That's
We do
Yeah,
pick up
that's
another
all right.
vote, but he is willing to listen to the people, and that got him elected more than anything else.
He also is not the least bit confused about enemy recognition.
That's very true. He had the greatest line in his acceptance speech: "American tax dollars should be going to fight the terrorists, not represent them in court." I thought that
That
was
was
genius.
No, the greatest line was, "My 2 daughters are available."
That's
What the
true.
hell was up with that?
Yeah,
and then
that
he
was a-
realized he was wrong about one of them.
Yeah, her boyfriend's here tonight. I'm sorry. By
Yeah,
available,
at
I
that
mean-
point he should have realized I made a big mistake and
That
just
wasn't
changed
that-
the subject.
Well, that wasn't as big a mistake. Different families joke around with each other differently. He was probably ribbing his daughters. And
Isn't his wife a news reporter
Yes,
in the
she
Boston
is.
area?
Yes, she is.
She
And
is, isn't
You know
she?
what? I just want to get this out there before it becomes a big scandal. She was in a video in the 1980s called "The Girl with the Curious Hand," and where she posed in a bikini and then she went basically diving into the water topless. Although you can't.
I like these people. These are my kind of people.
Naked Republicans are not common,
Let me
No,
tell you.
that's
especially
true.
not in Boston.
Hey, come on. I would rather see her dive half naked into the ocean than Bella Abzug.
I don't know who Bella Abzug is.
It's a vague reference there.
You mean to tell me I'm the only person who knows who...
No, we know. We're just not commenting
I
on
don't
that.
know. No, I don't.
We just
I
don't
know that
care.
who
Gloria
the hell-
Steinem then. Okay.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
No,
now
too vague.
you're getting way more
Yeah.
topical.
Guys, we are running long. We're going to have to go out and come back. All
More politics when we get back.
right, more politics and conclusion when we get back.